Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Aqueduct Racetrack here on Saturday. It's the 30th of March 2024. Going to look at the sixth race from Aqueduct, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKit5 for more selections for race courses around the world. And remember to go check out my Florida Derby, Arkansas Derby preview. Let's see, my Dubai World Cup preview. It's an excellent day of racing, so I hope you check out my previews. But today's that claiming, championship day from Aqueduct. It's always a good card, and we're going to look at the sixth race, which is always my favorite race because I like the distance. That's the reason why, and it's always an exciting one. The sixth race from Aqueduct, it's the Stud Muffin purse. It's a start allowance race going for a $75,000 purse race for 4-year-olds and upwards. Never start for a claim price $25,000 or less in 2023 or 2024. We have a field 11 horses going 2,200 meters or a mile and 3/8 on the Aqueduct main track, so it's a unique distance for dirt, a mile 3/8. Top selection here, I'm going to go with the 2-horse Majestic Frontier, 2815 for me in the superfecta, 2815 super. Top selection 2-horse Majestic Frontier. This 5-year-old going by Keen Ice. Wayne Potts trains this one. Trevor McCarthy gets the mount. The horse's most recent ad came 17th of March here at Aqueduct, a mile and 1/8 and claiming 20,000, and he won by a length that day. He had a wide trip that day, but he stalked all the way around the race course. When he got to the front end, he quickened up nicely, and he got the job done. Refreshing to a longer trip. Doesn't scare me a lot. To the new connections, I think he could, get a good race and win. Wayne Potts is 17% off the first-time claim here. Two back, the horse ran on the 18th of February at Aqueduct, 1 mile claiming 20, and he finished second by a head that day. Again, not the best beginnings, but he settled well towards the back of the pack. He was closing up well late. He just missed, but he ran his heart out that day. And then on the slop in mid-January, 1 mile claiming 25,000. First start in a few months. He finished 6 by 12 1/4 lengths. He was very wide, and he just was lackadaisical, never getting the trip there. But his final start of the season at the Finger Lakes, going a mile 70 and optional 10 against Staybreds that day, he won by 4 3/4 lengths and closing up from nowhere. A very, very good race. I think he's been crying out for more distance. He's going to get it today off the quick turnaround. Let's use him. I think the 8-horse here, who is, if we get my page to load, the 8-horse Mama's Gold for Romero Mirage and Chad Summers could get a trip to win. This horse hasn't won in a little bit of time, but, he's been facing tough horses. Most recently in the Haynesfield over the mile in late February, he finished 5th by 16 1/4 lengths that day and just didn't show up. He was facing too tough competition. Prior to that, going a mile and 8 in late January in a very tough open allowance race, finished 6th by 18 1/4 lengths, again, just never getting the trip there. And then allowance race for 82,000 on the mud. He finished 5th by 5 lengths, never getting into it. He ran an absolute freaking good race on the frickin' good race on the 3rd of December, going a mile and 8 in a state bred optional 45, winning by the Baker's dozen, 13.5 lengths with a 99 buyer. He flew home that day. Actually won 3 in a row. He won a race on the slop in late October, going a mile. I want to start a lounge race in early October quite nicely also. If you just see all his running lines, he saw a lot of sloppy tracks and a lot of off tracks between October and late January. So, but he was running good on them. Back here, probably going to be a fast track today. He could get a trip to win. It wouldn't surprise me if he shows up. And even the 1-horse Rungius for Rose Lavina, Manny Franco, one going a mile 3/16 in early March, quite nicely by 2 lengths. And the win 2 back going a mile and 8 wasn't bad at all. He had a good post right here today. I'll use him at 5-2 in the slate pick 4 that begins with this race. But to recap my selection for the 6 from Aqueduct, it's the Stud Muffin. Going to take the 2-horse Majestic Frontier. Give kudos to the 8-horse Mama's Gold and the 1-horse Rugius. 2815 Super, 281 in the multi-race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKit5. Good luck.